Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be giving in a little belated review of my thoughts on the Thor Love and Thunder trailer that dropped. And I'm wearing an appropriate shirt for it too. See that? That's pretty good, right? So I like the trailer. I'm excited for the movie. Um, I thought that the ending of the trailer with the showing us Jane Foster Thor. Look, I've read the comic books. I understood sort of the reason why. Like the story is kind of worked, right? Like so, Nick Fury in a story arc called Original Sin, he whispers something to Thor. Gore was right, and all of a sudden Thor can no longer lift Mjolnir, so therefore he becomes unworthy, and then Freya makes Jane Foster worthy, and it's a way for her to kind of you know do superhero stuff and still affect change in the world. But the problem is like every time she drops the hammer or she reverts back to being regular Jane Foster, her cancer comes back, and it was a way for her cancer to kind of submerge. It was fine. I mean, some stories, some stories were good, others not so great. Like the problem was is that it happened at a point where you have political agendas being pushed like crazy. And having a political agenda being pushed like crazy really does end up hurting a way a story's told. And even if the people telling the story have no political leaning one way or the other, it ends up really hurting the video. It ends up really hurting the story. Uh, and that's what kind of happened with the Thor story arc, where all of a sudden Thor is no longer Thor and he just becomes Odin's son. But and then they even changed the text on the hammer where it goes, um, where it says, "If he be worthy," to "if they be worthy." It wasn't a huge thing, but it's like these little things that just kind of add up that end up causing more issues than not. And so Jane Foster Thor, kind of okay execution, kind of an okay idea, honestly. Execution, not so great. The final story arcs where her and Thor are teaming up together and they're fighting Magog, I think is that character's name. Like he's like the Doomsday equivalent. Well, Thor's got a couple of Doomsday level enemies. He's got Magog. He's also got Curse. So he's got a few in his gallery that are really tough. That kind of put him. Is he stronger than Superman? Is he not stronger than Superman? Like if you want to have that debate. Anyway, back to my thoughts on the trailer. Got a little sidetracked. I liked I liked what I saw. I liked his Forrest Gump look of him doing the battle rope, aka battle chains. I liked the image that you have of Thor and uh, oh my gosh, I forgot his friend's name, but they're standing on the rock and they're looking at that big dead animal, right? That I believe, if I remember correctly, is an actual god that's dead. So that's gonna really start setting up the drama of the movie. It looks really good. That scene right there was taken straight from the comic books. I'm sure everybody's seen a meme about it at this point. Uh, the movie looks like it's gonna be good. The music is implying something as far as other than it just being a great 80s ballad. I think Taika Waititi, the way that he did Ragnarok and just sort of the director that he is, everything leads and builds to something else. And I think that's what we're going to see with this is that it's going to set something else up. There's going to be deeper meanings to things than just sort of what's on the surface level. And I don't know. I liked him interacting with the Guardians. I can't wait to see more of that. I think that's gonna really pan out, and he's gonna what it'll be is it doesn't matter how hard he tries. He's just always gonna be the odd man out of the group. Like he's never really gonna fit in. So that's when him and Korg leave. Korg, him and Korg leave the group, and they start out on their own. Uh, Seeing New Asgard in New Zealand was pretty fun, and seeing all the seeing like they started actually putting in some gold architecture, sort of like what you see in like the first three Thor movies of Asgard. So that was pretty cool. Um, and it actually showed Thor's goats, so that's fun. Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Bearer. I'm excited to see the movie. I think it's gonna be good. I'm just kind of hoping it doesn't start going too far down a certain road that ends up hindering the movie as a whole. Other than that, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good time. Tell me what you guys thought, and I'll see you in the next one.